Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Friday, March 15th, and definitely a much quieter pattern coming up here over the next 5 to 7 days. And we'll see cooler temperatures as well, mainly 30s by day and 20s by night. Yesterday we had a high of 55, a low of 42, and we had 44 hundredths of an inch of rain. Plenty of thunderstorms around the area, including some tornadoes and severe storms. But before all that happened, we had some really nice pictures. This one from Linda Couch, just a really beautiful farm scene there with fog and clouds. Really nice picture, and I want to thank her for letting me use that. And if we look at conditions out there this morning, mainly in the 30s to low 40s. The warm spot, Jasper 42, Lakeview, the cool spot at 36, and you can see the flood warnings in effect for many of these counties in the northwestern areas where rainfall yesterday was between a ½ inch to as much as an inch and a half. Combine that with some deeper snow cover and frozen grounds, a lot of flooding taking place here this morning and probably for the next couple of days. And if we look at the next slide, yes, it was a wild and crazy day. And we had at least 4 tornado location reports, probably more than that. We'll see what happens when they confirm all these tornadoes here in the coming days, but certainly a pretty crazy day. You can see at one time we had temperatures in the mid-60s here. This was, I believe, in the mid-afternoon hours, with low 50s once you got back behind that front as it began to sweep through the area. But again, very significant amount of severe storms from down in southwest lower Michigan up towards Lansing, Durand, Flushing, in that area. Again, lots of reports of severe storms. Again, the National Weather Service did a great job with all the warnings that they issued and special statements. I think the Severe Storm Prediction Center, they just absolutely dropped the ball with this much severe weather. There should have been a tornado watch or at least a severe thunderstorm watch yesterday, and I did not see that at all checking their website unless they had some issues going on with their website. But certainly a very significant weather day yesterday. This picture here was posted by Jason Whiting. This was one of his friends. Again, this was taken on Newberry Road in Durand, and you can see a nice looking funnel cloud actually touching the ground here. So again, some pretty wild weather yesterday. And if we look at satellite view this morning, you can see that storm system now turning its way off to the northeast, heading away from us. The cold front now swept well to the southeast of us with that moisture, and we got colder air coming in as high pressure off to our west out of Canada drops down into the central states, and we'll be caught between the high and low pressure system with our winds coming out of the northwest. And we have on the radar this morning, you can see that activity mainly off to our northwest, pulling away. We do have some disturbances that'll rotate around that system though, and we'll see some light drizzle, light showers, maybe mixed with some snowflakes here as we get later on in the day as that colder air continues to funnel into the area. As far as weather map this morning, you can see that low pressure system zipping all the way up towards Hudson Bay as we have high pressure systems now establishing itself to the west. And again, we'll see that flow come out of the northwest for the next several days with lots of 30s by day and 20s by night. And you can see as that storm pulls away, high pressure off to our west means our winds will come around clockwise from that high pressure system and counterclockwise from the low pressure system, bringing that cooler air into the state here over the next several days. As far as precipitation, if we animate it here over the next 7 days, you can see very minimal amount of precipitation expected for much of the area. Some areas may not pick up any precipitation over the next 7 days. Much of this precipitation will come this morning, and then as we get towards next Wednesday or Thursday, when warmer air tries to move back into the region, that'll allow some overrunning precipitation to develop at that time. And again, we could be up close to 50 or in the 50s by next weekend, but cool until then, with temperatures running a few degrees below normal. But as far as 6 to 10 and the 8 to 14 day outlooks, warmer than normal, drier than normal for the 6 to 10, and warmer than normal for sure across much of the eastern portions of the U.S. centered on the Great Lakes, with near to beginning to get more active as we get towards, I think, day 12, 13, and 14 as we see again a more active storm track begin to develop again. As far as the forecast goes, you can see temperatures again mainly in the 30s to around 40 here over the next 5 to 7 days until we get into next Wednesday, when our next chance of precipitation out ahead of that warm air will push into the area, bringing us some rain or snow that would change over to rain. But again, we don't expect anything significant right now from this system for Wednesday night into Thursday, but we'll keep an eye on that. Again, overall, pretty quiet and more tranquil pattern here coming up over the next 7 days. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.